Hello everybody, it's me Laura again. Today I'd like to warmly welcome you to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck unboxing. In this video today I will be unboxing the structure deck Mechanized Madness. There is a total of 42 cards included within this structure deck. So feel free to sit back and relax as I softly speak about each of the cards and the details included within them. So, before we begin the unboxing today, I'm just going to read to you what it says on the back. All hands man the battle stations. The colossal Machina army is back with vengeance in structure deck Mechanized Madness. Originally released over a decade ago, they have been rebuilt and reinforced with a new wave of support to add to the Machina arsenal. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards included within the deck. Okay, so the first card is Machina Citadel. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Machine type with the effect cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by a card effect. Quick effect. You can target one machine monster you control, destroy that machine monster, and all monsters your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to it. If a face-up Earth machine monster, all monsters you control, except Machina Citadel, is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Machina Citadel once per turn. This card has an attack of 3,000 and a defense of 2,500. The next card is Machina Possessorage. This card has a dark attribute and is a level 4. Machine type with the effect. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one Machina monster in your graveyard, except Machina Possessorage. Special summon it in defense position, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. You can target one other Machina monster you control, and one spell or trap card your opponent controls. Return them to the hand. You can only use each effect of Machina Possessorage once per turn. This card has an attack of 1,600 and a defense of 1,500. The next card is Machina Air Raider. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Machine type with the effect. You can discard one other Machina monster, special summon this card from your hand. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one machine monster you control, special summon from your deck one Machina monster with a different name and an equal or lower level than that monster, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. You can only use each effect of Machina Air Raider once per turn. This card has an attack of 1,500 and a defense of 2,600. The next card is Machina Redeployment. This is a spell card. Activate one of these effects. Discard one card. Activate 2 Machina monsters with different names from each other from your deck to your hand. Discard 1 Machina card. Add 2 Machina cards with different names from each other from your deck to your hand. Except Machina Redeployment. You can only activate 1 Machina Redeployment per turn. The next card is Unauthorized Reactivation. This is a spell card. Target 1 machine monster you control. Equip 1 appropriate machine union monster from your hand or deck to that monster, but the union monster you equipped cannot be special summoned this turn. You can only activate 1 unauthorized reactivation per turn. The next card is Machina Irradiator. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Machine type. With the effect, you can discard 1 other Machina monster. Special summon this card from your hand. You can target 1 machine monster you control. Special summon from your graveyard 1 Machina monster with a different name and an equal or lower level than that monster, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster. You can only use each effect of Machina Irradiator once per turn. This card has an attack of 1,700 and a defense of 2,400. The next card is Machina Fortress. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Machine type. With the effect, you can discard machine monster or monsters whose total levels equal 8 or more, then special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target 1 card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Before resolving an opponent's monster effect that targets this face-up card, look at your opponent's hand and discard 1 card from their hand. This card has an attack of 2,500 and a defense of 1,600. The next card is Machina Gearframe. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 4. Machine type, Union. With the effect, when this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Machina monster from your deck to your hand, except Machina Gearframe. Once per turn, you can either target 1 machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. This card has an attack of 1,800 and a defense of 0. The next card is Machina Peacekeeper. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 2. Machine type, Union. With the effect, when this card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Union monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, you can either target 1 machine monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. If the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. This card has an attack of 500 and a defense of 400. The next card is Machina Force. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Machine type, with the effect, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned by Commander Covington. You must pay 1,000 life points to declare an attack with this card. you can send this card you control to the graveyard. Then target one Machina Soldier, Machina Sniper, and Machina Defender in your graveyard. Special summon those targets. This card has an attack of 4,600 and a defense of 4,100. The next card is Machina Megaform. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Machine type. With the effect, you contribute this card. Special summon one Machina monster from your hand or graveyard. You contribute this card. Special summon one Machina monster from your hand or deck, except Machina Megaform. If a face-up Machina Fortress you control is sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can banish that Machina Fortress from the graveyard. Special summon this card. You can only use one Machina Megaform effect per turn, and only once that turn. This card has an attack of 2,600 and a defense of 1,500. The next card is Machina Cannon. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Machine type. With the effect, cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by sending one or more other machine monsters from your hand to the graveyard. Gains 800 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard for this special summon. This card has an attack of 0 and a defense of 2,200. The next card is Machina Soldier. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 4. Machine type. With the effect, when this card is normal summoned while you control no other monsters, you can special summon one Machina monster from your hand, except Machina Soldier. This card has an attack of 1,600 and a defense of 1,500. The next card is Machina Sniper. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 4. Machine type. With the effect, monsters cannot attack Machina monsters except Machina Sniper. This card has an attack of 1,800 and a defense of 800. The next card is Machina Defender. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 4. Machine type. Flip. With the effect, flip. Add one Commander Covington from your deck to your hand. This card has an attack of 1,200 and a defense of 1,800. The next card is Commander Covington. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 4. Machine type. With the effect, you can send one face-up Machina Soldier, Machina Sniper, and Machina Defender you control to the graveyard. Special summon one Machina Force from your hand or deck. This card has an attack of 1,000 and a defense of 600. The next card is Jizukiru, the Star-Destroying Kaiju. This card has a light attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Machine type. With the effect, you can special summon this card from your hand to your opponent's field in attack position by attributing one monster they control. If your opponent controls a Kaiju monster, you can special summon this card from your hand in attack position. You can only control one Kaiju monster. When a card or effect is activated that targets exactly one card and no other cards, quick effect, you can remove 3 Kaiju counters from anywhere on the field, negate that effect, and if you do, you can destroy one card on the field. This card has an attack of 3,300 and a defense of 2,000 600. The next card is Snowplow Hustle Rustle. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Machine type, with the effect, when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack while you control a card or cards in your spell and trap zone, you can special summon this card from your hand, then destroy as many cards in your spell and trap zone as possible. And if you do, inflict 200 damage to your opponent for each destroyed card. You cannot special summon any monsters except machine monsters. This card has an attack of 2,500 and a defense of 3,000. The next card is Genex Ally Birdman. This card has a dark attribute and is a level 3. Machine type, tuner, with the effect, you can return one face-up monster you control to the hand. Special summon this card from your hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. Also, it gains 500 attack if the returned monster was wind on the field. This card has an attack of 1,400 and a defense of 400. The next card is Scrap Recycler. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 3. Machine type, with the effect, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one machine monster from your deck to the graveyard. Once per turn, you can shuffle 2 level 4 Earth machine monsters from your graveyard into the deck. Draw 1 card. This card has an attack of 900 and a defense of 1,200. The next card is Torque Tune Gear. This card has a light attribute and is a level 1. Machine type, Union, Tuner, with the effect, once per turn you can either target one monster you control, equip this card to that target, or unequip this card and special summon it. A monster equipped with this card is treated as a tuner. It gains 500 attack and defense. Also, if the equipped monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy this card instead. This card has an attack of 0 and a defense of 0. The next card is Righty Driver. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1. Machine type, Tuner, with the effect, for a Synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchron tuner. If this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Lefty Driver from your hand, deck, or graveyard. You can only use this effect of Righty Driver once per turn. This card has an attack of 100 and a defense of 300. The next card is Lefty Driver. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 2. Machine type, with the effect, if this card is special summoned, you can make this card become level 3 until the end of this turn. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one Lefty Driver from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Lefty Driver once per turn. This card has an attack of 300 and a defense of 100. The next card is Deskbot 001. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 1. Machine type, Tuner, with the effect, gains 500 attack and defense for each machine monster you control. If 2 or more machine monsters are special summoned at the same time, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card. This card has an attack of 500 and a defense of 500. The next card is Deskbot 003. This card has an Earth attribute and is a level 3. Machine type with the effect. When this card is normal summoned, you can special summon one Deskbot monster from your deck, except Deskbot 003. Once per turn, quick effect. You can target one Deskbot monster you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card you currently control until the end of this turn. This card has an attack of 500 and a defense of 500. The next card is Machina Defense Perimeter. This is a spell card. While you control a level 7 or higher machine monster, your opponent's monsters cannot target level 6 or lower machine monsters you control for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target them with card effects. If a face-up machine monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target one machine monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can only use this effect of Machina Defense Perimeter once per turn. The next card is Machina Armored Unit. This is a spell card. Once per turn, when a machine monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one machine monster from your deck that has the same attribute and less attack than that destroyed monster in the graveyard. The next card is Iron Call. This is a spell card. If you control a machine monster, target one level 4 or lower machine monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target, but its effects are negated. Also, destroy it during the end phase. The next card is Iron Draw. This is a spell card. If you control exactly 2 machine effect monsters and no other monsters, draw 2 cards. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you can only special summon once. You can only activate one Iron Draw per turn. The next card is Magnet Reverse. This is a spell card. Target one of your machine or rock monsters that is banished or is in your graveyard. That cannot be normal summoned or set. Special summon it. The next card is Limiter Removal. This is a spell card. Double the attack of all machine monsters you currently control until the end of this turn. During the end phase of this turn, destroy those monsters. The next card is Ties of the Brethren. This is a spell card. Pay 2,000 life points, then target one level 4 or lower monster you control. For the rest of this turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters. Also, special summon 2 monsters from your deck with the same type, attribute, and level as that monster, but with different names from each other and that monster. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate this card. The next card is Pot of Avarice. This is a spell card. Target 5 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all 5 into the deck, then draw 2 cards. The next card is Cosmic Cyclone. This is a spell card. Pay 1,000 life points, then target one spell or trap card on the field. Banish it. The next card is Supply Squad. This is a spell card. Once per turn, if a monster or monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, draw 1 card. The next card is Machina Overdrive. This is a trap card. Target one machine monster you control. Special summon one Machina monster with a different name from your hand or deck, and if you do, destroy that targeted monster You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 3 of your machine monsters that are banished and/or in your graveyard. Shuffle them into your deck, then draw 1 card. You can only use 1 Machina Overdrive effect per turn, and only once that turn. The next card is Cyber Summon Blaster. This is a trap card. Each time a monster or monsters is special summoned, while this card is already face up in your spell and trap zone, inflict 300 damage to your opponent. The next card is Back to the Front. This is a trap card. Target 1 monster in your graveyard, special summon it in defense position. And we have another copy of Back to the Front. The next card is Trap Trick. This is a trap card. Banish 1 normal trap from your deck, except Trap Trick, and set 1 card with the same name directly from your deck. Also, it can be activated this turn. You can only activate 1 trap card for the rest of this turn after this card resolves. You can only activate 1 Trap Trick per turn. The next card is Begone Knave. This is a trap card. If a monster inflicts battle damage to a player, return that monster to the hand. And the last card in the Mechanized Madness structure deck is Solemn Strike. This is a trap card. When a monster or monsters would be special summoned, or a monster effect is activated, pay 1,500 life points, negate the summon or activation, and if you do, destroy that card. So that is each of the cards in the Mechanized Madness structure deck. If you would like to see any of my previous Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck unboxings, I will leave a link to them in the description for you. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.